One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
San Diego State is new to this league. They have been adjacent so long, proving that they're one of the best teams in the California coast. Back in the conversation now with the Pac-12, the Aztecs are excited to show they can compete with the best of the best. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bobcats ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Sheffield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes second and 8. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Jackson gonna throw it. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jenkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
At the 26-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On the option. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
On the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he'll be brought down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Trying to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Complete. Still on his feet. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Aztecs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the option. The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Jackson will throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burgess. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get them on the ground for no gain.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks and get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run it from the gun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He's brought down at the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Maybe a crease. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Sutton. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, San Diego State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Jenkins. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. Finds his open man. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jenkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds us back in the middle. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to get it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 19 team, the Clemson Tigers.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He'll try it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Sparks. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drop.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's James. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the 1st. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Texas State. That one will give them the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Napier. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Sutton. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Napier. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, it's Sutton. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Aztecs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Looking long. Brings it down on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Burgess. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Plucks it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Takes a handoff. It's Sutton. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, and he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He fires to the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Sutton. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Jackson will throw. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Now on the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Give to Washington again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes with the return. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fakes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. The Aztecs decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
They boot it away. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.